Hello again. Welcome back to our course, Education 201, Foundations of Education. We're almost halfway through our course. We're fixing to start Module number 3. Before I get into what the content of Module 3, a couple of announcements I want to make. First is I'll be figuring up, as soon as I get all the materials graded out of Module 2, I'll be figuring up what your points are so far. I'll be sending out a little message to you letting you know how you stand in the class, how your progress is coming, whether you need to pick up the pace a little bit or if you're doing fine, just to give you some heads up on what I'm looking at as far as your grading is concerned. Also, next week is a spring break, so I want to remind everyone that I will be checking on the course from time to time during spring break just to see if there's any questions come in that I need to respond to help you out if you get behind on something, if you have some help with something. Remember, there are no assignments, of course, due next week with it being spring break. Module number 2, we looked at the different factors affecting teachers. In this module number 3, we're going to look at the operation of the school. Again, this is a kind of a potpourri of different content within the field of education. We'll start out by looking at the different roles that the federal and state governments play in education. We'll look at in our second lesson in the module, we'll look at school finance. How are schools funded? Where do schools get their money to operate from? And in topic number 3, we'll be looking at some of the controversies surrounding the school financing of schools, and what you as a teacher, as a citizen, need to be aware of is how financing is a critical issue in the field of education, as is in most enterprises. In lesson number 4 of this module, we'll be looking at the legal and ethical aspects of teaching. What are teachers required to do legally? What do teachers wish to do ethically? We'll be looking at these two different topics since they are somewhat related to each other. And finally, that's topic number 5 of this chapter, we'll kind of turn the tables around. Instead of looking at responsibilities, we'll look at what are your rights as a teacher? What are your rights you have as a teacher, as well as your responsibilities as a teacher? So we'll be touching briefly on all these topics. Again, let me know if you have any questions on anything. I'll be happy to try to address them on the discussion board. I hope everyone has a nice spring break, and we'll see you on the other side of the break with module number 3 in our course.